I've been going back and listening to old sets and stuff. Because, I had like 200 voice memos of just like new recording number 173. And so I've been going back and like organizing them and deleting a lot of them. But it's been interesting going back, and I heard myself do bits that I forgot I even had. And I was like, oh, that's funny. And then I'd hear like a tag in one joke from at one place that I didn't do somewhere else. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. And I haven't been doing that. I forgot I said that there. That in the moment stuff on stage is very important.
Yeah, man.
Like, I've been improvising more.
Yeah.
And that's helping a lot. I've noticed that improvising, going up with like a loose idea instead of
this is what I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're kind of like that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an insult, but it's like you do walk up, you'll say like 1-2 things, riff off the room, but then it is very much like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, element of B.
That's because I write. I sit down and like write out my bits in like sentences and paragraphs, and then I'll go back and like swap this out, or like if it bombs, I'll change the arrangement of it, and like it's like Lego blocks. It's meticulous.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't really have a lot of like, unless it's like room banter or like playing off whatever the comic that went up before me was. I have very like structured, I think, bits. Like I go up there, I know what I want to say.
Yeah.
I say it, and then I get the fuck off.
You don't do as a lot of writing on stage.
No, most of my writing is just like in front of my laptop, like at midnight.
Yeah. I write on stage a lot, and I didn't know that that's what I was doing. But now I'm comfortable with going up with a loose idea. Like I'm not Luke Walls, who walks up with literally nothing.
The king of literally nothing. Yes.
He walks up with literally, he just goes, I don't know what I'm going to talk about.
And then really murders.
Yeah.
Levels the room.
I walk up with like bullet points in my head, and so the first thing will be like frogs or whatever. I say, okay, I want to talk about frogs. They jump. That's funny. And then maybe something else. And then I'll walk up and then I'll just fucking kind of go through it really slowly and eat the shit, but then get to say the things. And then after take writing on stage enough times, I'm like, okay, it's coming in together. And then I'll sit down and be like, okay, I'll say this. Oh, I said that here. Okay, that's gonna go there. Mm-hmm. But it's so cool. I finally can understand what writing on stage is, and it kind of just comes together over 20, 30 sets.
Yeah, we have very opposite writing styles. Mm-hmm. The most writing on stage I'll do is if I have a tag an in the moment and it gets a laugh, I'll go back to the laptop and be like, all right, we can put that in there.
Yeah.
But it's not stringent word for word. It's I'll write it out and it's all right, this is the gist of what you want to get out, mm-hmm. and then present it.
That's good. Going through my notes, I know because I went back way far, and I would click on recording number 130, and I'd be like, oh, that's the first time I did something dollies or something. Oh my god, that's the first time I did dollies. And then recording 131, I did dollies again. Oh, but I added this new thing. And I just I could listen to myself, kind of form it together, and then by recording number 140, I was like, oh, that's the joke that I know it is now. Mm-hmm. That's kind of cool. And writing on stage, I only got that far from going up with the rough idea and kind of just jumping and falling and being I don't know if this is gonna go anywhere.
You're building your parachute on the way down.
Yeah. And a lot of times it hasn't worked. Yeah. Where I'm okay, I'm gonna go up on stage, I'm gonna talk about chairs, and I go, hey, chairs are weird, right? Because you sit in them or whatever. And then I just go, that didn't work.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it doesn't work, but it's the ones that do, they stick out.
I have one recording on my phone. It was my fourth set at Fourth Wall, back in Nashville, like fourth time ever on stage, and
Third Coast.
no, yeah, not fourth, well, Third Coast back in Nashville, and it's just yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just me being like, what about insurance? I'm just like, instead of being funny, I'm just being very loud.
Yeah.
I hadn't like learned how to like have a stage, like a stand-up stage presence yet. And it's like I went back and listened to it, and at first I was like, I have to turn this off. But then it turned into like me laughing at myself. I was like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah, you fucking
It's just
idiot.
yeah, it's just me like, dude, shirts are weird.
Yeah.
What about I'm literally just yelling the whole time. No substance at all.
Yeah, dude. I heard when I was going through my sets, I heard like old like beginner open mic hack shit that I would do like oh my god, remember how much I used to say what else is going on? I'd say that like after I do a joke and then just say what else is going on.
Dude, yeah, so something I've been trying to work on recently is that I casually throw out like,
Yeah.
like way too much. And it's only when like I'm nervous with a new idea, I was like, yeah, what about like bridges,
You know?
and it's
You
like,
guys know?
yeah, and like one is fine, but when you sprinkle like 10 of them into like a new bit, it like it makes at least for me it comes off like you're like nervous, you don't know what you're talking about, and you're trying to fill the space, and that's something I'm trying to like reel that in.
Fill the space. That's well said, because I've noticed too that when it gets silent, I'll say a dumb thing like, "What else is going on?"
Yeah.
What else?
What else?
If you're just filling silence, when you could just be like quiet, and it's fine.
You gotta be comfortable with it. Just like, okay, you bombed.
Yeah.
And now you have 2 minutes left, so let's get it back.
Like after you finish a joke, just be like, that was it. You finish the joke, and then you can just be silent.
Yeah.
And then instead of going like, what else is going on?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, I was at the gym. You could just be quiet and just be like, man, I was at the gym. And just start.
Yeah, instead of having to like fill it with just some bullshit.
Yeah. Just feel like, I gotta
some
remember.
noise.
Yeah. Like you said, like starting out, like just no silence was allowed.
Yes.
It was just talk.
It was talk. Yell.
Yeah, right? You know what I mean?
I'm mad about this.
No, if you say a punchline and then you're just on to the next joke, you're like
that. Yeah, that's another thing. Early set.
Rushing.
Yeah, early set. Like you'd actually get a laugh. And it was like da 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 da, and they go, and you go, and another thing,
and because this, why? That's why.
Yeah, totally new subject. Yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool seeing the progression.
Yeah.
That's and most of that's just been from the the grinding.
We've come a long way, dude.
We've come an awful long way.
I mean, I went in like 2 nights. I went from like our first sets, like here in Los Angeles, like sidewalk open mic sets, shitty, to like present day sets, like last week's sets. You know what I mean? And yeah, getting better, dude.
Getting way better.